way than Trump ever has in the 4 years he's done, right?
Interesting how that
in fact, I'm pretty sure that Trump has released more black people.
It's interesting how that doesn't come up.
It's just, I mean, but don't get me wrong. I know when I say something, it makes it sound like I'm for someone and like I'm making a stand, but they're both pieces of shit. You know what I mean? Like, but for one person to go, oh, I'm less evil than this one. Like, Art told me that today. He was like, oh, you know, vote for the lesser of two evils. And I was like, so if one guy rapes 6 women, you're going to vote for the guy who raped only 5 women because he's the lesser of two evils? Like, how do you calculate what's the less of? And I probably shouldn't say that. Well, fuck it. You know what? I say what the fuck I want to say. I meant to say that. Watch yourselves, guys. Doing the hot takes. All night long, baby. All night long. Now I gotta set up this.
But yeah, like, you know, because the left is associated with like the whole anti-police brutality movement and all that, and then here we have the two most like police state candidates.
But like, if you know like the history of this country, right? You know that Democrats ran a lot of the states to begin with, and they're the ones that put a lot of the KKK in police power in the get go. You know, not only that, but they are the ones who a lot of people who are Democrats invest in the fucking prison for profit companies. You know what I'm saying? They run some of them. You know, so it's like I never really know who to fucking trust in this shit. My biggest problem, I guess, would be that you know, we're figuring out who's going to run this country after 2 presidential debates, 6 hours time, right? So in 6 hours, you got to decide who you're going to vote for, who's going to run the country for the next fucking 4 goddamn years, man. How's those numbers make any sense? You know, if I were like, hey, you got to pick a partner who you got to hang out with, like a friend of yours. You got to pick someone who's going to be your friend for the next 4 years. Well, you got 30 minutes to decide who that is. And I just go, boom, here's this guy. And he's like, hey, I like pizza, and I'm blah, blah. So, it's just fucking retarded.
So next year, who's the candidate that instead of does the whole campaign trail thing, they just fund a podcast studio and just do long-form conversations for hours on end with anyone that wants to call in, you know? Winning potentially if they were a legitimate person. You know?
I'm okay with that happening. The problem is you would probably have like somebody diabolically set up a AI person, which would be hilarious. Actually,
well, yeah,
that'd be hilarious if it's like some AI guy just like decided to build this candidate that we all love, right? He's got all the algorithms where every time you ask him a question, he's like gives you a thought-filled answer. You're like, oh my god, vote for that guy. And then afterwards, he's like, joke's on you, you idiots. Yeah. This guy doesn't even fucking exist.
Did you see that Black Mirror with the cartoon that they elected or they wanted to run? There was like a cartoon character that was super popular, and then they were like, oh, we should have this character run for president.
I was actually thinking of a shitty movie with Robert De Niro, I think, where they made that chick actress. No? You know what I'm talking about? I gotta realize that. This is why I need kind of like 2 cameras, but keep looking to that side. Anyway.